The Turkish bow, a culmination. The Turks crafted some of the most sophisticated and powerful bows of the ancient and medieval world. They constructed their weapon from materials typical of Asiatic composite recurve bows: a wooden core, horn on the belly, and sinew on the back. However, the Turkish bow also has an extreme curvature. When unstrung, the outer limbs form a C shape. Turkish archers use a thumb draw to operate their bows and frequently wore a thumb ring, or zigir in Turkish, to protect the digit and assist with the draw. A traditional Turkish bow is a relatively short bow measuring between 40 and 44 inches from tip to tip when strung. The extreme reflex of the bow limbs, as well as the materials, result in extremely efficient bows. Flight archery, or distance shooting, was widely practiced throughout the Ottoman Empire. Distances of 800 meters or more are recorded in Ottoman sources. The Ottomans developed specialized archery equipment to ensure the arrows would travel as far as possible. The anatomy of a Turkish bow. Used for millennia, the composite recurve bow slowly evolved over time. By the height of the Ottoman Empire, circa 1500 AD, the Turks had brought composite recurve bow design to its furthest point yet. Being highly efficient and compact, they were also adorned, decorated, and made into aesthetically beautiful objects. The names and words for the different parts of a traditional composite recurve bow come to English from Turkish. The following diagram illustrates the different parts of a Turkish bow and their respective names. Kabza, the grip or handle section of the bow. Sal, the essential bending section. Kasan, rigid and stiffened non-bending section near the end of the bow arm. The recurve of the bow begins when the kasan meets the sal. Kasangezi, slightly angled section where the kasan and sal join. Bash, the rigid angled tip of the bow arm, usually made of solid wood, possibly also reinforced with horn. Kasan bash, angled splice between the kasan and bash sections. The rigid sections of the kasan and bash are also commonly called the sia. Turkish bow accessories. A common device to enhance the range of a Turkish bow is called a siper. It is a grooved shelf, typically made of wood or horn, that is bound to the wrist of the bow hand. It allows for a shorter and lighter arrow to be drawn past the bow arc so it can travel farther. A lighter arrow shot from the same bow will travel faster and farther than a heavier one. Efforts are made to reduce the mass of arrows in flight archery. A very simple way of making an arrow lighter would be to shorten it. Another device, known as a myra, guides shorter and therefore lighter arrows. Consisting of a simple wooden rail extending past the length of the full draw, the Myra is simple and effective. A possible benefit of these devices in combat is enemy archers cannot fire these arrows back, unless of course they themselves have Cypers or Myras. Ottoman archery origins. Before the introduction of Islam, the Turks consisted of several nomadic tribes spread across Central Asia. The ancient Turks originated in the region of the Altai Mountains in Central Asia, where modern Russia, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and China converge. Turkish tribes, made up of nomadic herders and hunter-gatherers, slowly migrated west in successive waves that peaked during the medieval era. The Turks eventually founded the Ottoman Empire and remained a global superpower until after World War I. The Turkish bow and horse. The ancient Turkish tribes hunted and fought on horseback, much like other steppe nomads. The preferred weapon was, of course, the composite recurve bow. Turkey, to this day, maintains a strong tradition and practice of archery, especially horseback archery. An especially unique and challenging event is the kabak or kabak. In this game, a ball or disc is placed on top of a pole approximately 25 feet high. Archers ride at a gallop and attempt to hit the object from beneath it.